A big welcome onto the stage. Geraint Thomas has got the win at last.
Where 2021 finished, definitely was a night and day, and to win Swiss and perform as I did in the Tour was very satisfying. I think it was just a nice reward for all the hard work I put in, and it was just gave me that confidence really to just keep building really, and maybe showed the team I was capable of still performing at that level. But yeah, for me it was just happy to be right up there in the mix, and yeah, it gave me that confidence that, what I'm doing. From the end of last year, really, it was kind of my role in the team changed for them. And I still believed I was capable of doing that, but just put it to the back of my mind, really, and just treated it like every other year, really, and just trying to get better and then just be at 100%. I don't think about the age too much, but in my eyes, for the older guys, I think if you can still dedicate everything, still be 100% committed in training and nutrition and everything, then there's no real reason why you can't keep performing. I think it's more the mental thing. I think once you've been pro for 10 plus years, it's hard. So unless you can continue to do that, it's hard to stay at the top.
Geraint Thomas, how many lives does he have? Hauling his way back yet again.
I always had to keep believing in it, but it was more, someone would have to go drastically wrong for them, really. Yeah. They were riding so well, whether that was illness or a crash or just overdoing it and completely blowing up. But I just kind of had to just stay in my own little race, really, and just try to just keep getting to that finish line as quickly as possible. But yeah, with those two, it was always going to be up against it, but it was nice to still make the podium. Alpe d'Huez was obviously a big one, a special one as well. Obviously, last time I rode it, I was in the yellow and winning the stage, so I really wanted to perform that day, and I was able to be with Jonas and Tadej at the finish. I think all the mountain days were big, obviously.
Geraint Thomas, the winner of this Tour in 2018. Thomas now is leaving Pogacar.
Granon obviously was a massive day because that's when Pogacar lost that time. Just the racing this year was so full on and aggressive, and there was no real. In the past, there's always been a sort of general way the race will pan out, but this time it just seemed to be a lot less control. Like no team really took it on.
What a win! Jonas Vingegaard.
He just got that natural climbing ability for sure. And yeah, the Grand Tour seemed to really suit him as well. He seems to be able to recover really well, and he's had his best results in Grand Tours really. It's good to see. It's good for the sport to have such a competitive field. Not so much for the riders really, but no, I think it's great to see him doing so well, and with Jumbo as well, and the way Jumbo have improved so much recently. Myself, I don't know if I'll go back to the Tour. Quite.
There's a TT heavy Giro, isn't there?
Yeah, and I quite fancy the Giro anyway. It's such a nice race, and I've crashed out of it the last 2 times I've done it, so it'd be nice to go back third time lucky and just, at least finish it, and just go there and enjoy the racing and see what I can do there. So yeah, with the Tour, obviously Tom Pidcock's going to be there, but I think riding for GC in the Tour is maybe next year anyway. Too soon for him, but so yeah, it'd be an interesting one for the team. It's a challenge, especially when been so used to success there so often. But we've got a lot of talented guys there, so we can still get a lot of success. But I think when it comes to the GC, it's a challenge.
It's relief, it's delight, it's a coming of age for 19-year-old Magnus Sheffield.
Phenomenal kid, really. He's got a wise head on his shoulders. He's properly switched on. When it comes to the racing, he's got a good bit of aggression in him, and he's punchy, like you say, for one-day races. He can certainly time trial well. So yeah, really exciting future for him. Maybe don't get too keen. I think most of the good guys, you just got to hold them back a bit. Don't do too much, whether that's in training or try and do too much racing, or with the diet and things, don't get too carried away with it, because he's still young, and obviously people are going to be telling him that he can trim down and whatever, but he's 20, so he's he can have 16 more years easily to be at my age and still be racing at the top, so there's plenty of time.